Greetings and welcome to Factorio 1.0. I'm Dgray, and in this Let's Play I'll show you how to get from the early stages of the game all the way to a rocket launch. Along the way we'll encounter biters, build rail networks and utilize a main bus build to organize the base. If you want to see more of this series and get more tips and tricks on how to optimize your factory, remember to like the video. And with that, let's start a brand new Factorio 1.0 Let's Play. Hope you'll enjoy it. I think we should slowly start to build while I talk a bit, because I have been looking forward to this for a long time. And if all of you haven't seen the little hint that came out with the 1.0, the Spidertron, which is gonna be very fun when we research it. So yeah, we have to get this at some point tonight. Could be fun to get it. I believe we can reach it when we get there. So let's start by getting down some of the first things we need. It's actually been quite a while since I did vanilla last. I think it was my entry level to Mega Base. That was my last series where I had vanilla being played. So let's see if we can get going. Have any of you tried 0.1 yet? Or are you all just trying out this as well? Yeah, Tim Hawkins, I did love that series as well. It has been one of my most successful series so far. Oh, the world seed. Let's see, I can probably just give you the map string. Will probably be the easiest way to do it. So if I give you this, I put that into all the comments, I'm able to do this. Oh, it's too long, so I can't do it. If you're on Discord, I will post the map string there, and you'll be able to grab it. So let's put it in general. I think that'll be a fine place to do it. Map 4.3. So you'll be able to find it on my Discord now, and then you'll be able to follow along if you want to. It's always nice having people to do it with. So Discord has it. Hey Michael, welcome to the stream. So now that we have all of this, we can finally start to get the... No worries. I was a few minutes late at starting the stream as well, because of me messing with settings for YouTube. That is a bit different than I normally have them. Oh. So let's go and grab some stone. That will be needed to kickstart all of this. So what I have planned for this playthrough is that hopefully we can get it all done in one stream. That would be amazing. I'm not quite sure that after long days of work I'll be able to sustain myself for 8 to 10 hours, but I'll give it a try and see how it goes. At least it is the plan to try and go all the way to the Spidertron, go and launch a rocket, and see what we can get made. I think that would be a quite good way to do it. So let's get some more here and set up the second one. And then start to grab more and more. The first phase is always, about to say, a bit slow, but it does take a bit of time to get it up and running. For now, I want 2 of you. Yeah, we need so much iron to kick all of this off. So let's just mine some more stone so we can place down a miner here to take care of a lot of the things we need. At least in the stone department. Hey Federico, if that is even pronounced correctly. That as Kobai and other people know, I'm not the best at pronouncing names. So I do apologize if I butcher your name. And yeah, random name biters are enabled, since that was one of the big requests from my entry level to Megabase series, that I should go with some more biters to try it out. Pushing back has bad designs. My way to do it, or doing it, is making everything as modular as possible. That is pretty much the way I do it, because getting enough room for everything can be quite challenging. But if you just remember to make it modular, you can do oh so many things. So hold on, hold up. Let's see here. What if we grab that, get ourselves a ton of these? Yeah, modular is going to be said a lot. That would be, that is kind of the thing I do, make things modular, because that is my way of organizing the base at least. Makes everything so much easier. Iron, please. Let's do that. For all you new guys that haven't played Factorio before, this is a quite good way of automating coal early on. It'll just feed back and forth into itself and keep it powered. And then the inventory is the buffer. It is a very, very nice way to do it. So do keep that in mind for when you try the game yourself. I can hear you, Michael. Let's drop in some more wood over here. We can always grab a bit more in a minute. Because now we finally have coal up and running. Why should I say yes? So, we have all of these running now, producing coal for us. We'll grab a bit of wood for when, what's it called, more power poles in the future. No, Federico, Factorio was in experimental or early access. It was an extremely polished early access experimental, but 1.0 was released today, the official launch of Factorio. And I don't think many people know or knew that it was an early access because it was so polished. So now it's finally out. It is as polished as the devs wanted. They will keep making more to it. They won't leave it as is, but it is in a very, very good spot. I have almost, pretty much no complaints about Factorio. And after, if you guys didn't know, I think it was experimental 18.39 or something around that, we got blueprinting from space. So here, that means we can use way, way, way bigger blueprints than we could before, which is very, very nice. Hey Lewis, welcome to the stream, and welcome as always. Let's get all of this going. Get the wood out, get some coal in instead. There we are. Now we finally have iron being produced at a somewhat decent pace. Yeah, the game is, it is amazing. There's no other way to say it. It's one of the only games I have more than 2,000 hours in of at least recorded playtime. And I'm not a guy that AFKs to keep the base running at night. So that is pretty much more than 2,000 hours of active playtime. Yeah. So if you have a blueprint right here, like this, normally you could only do it from this view. But now, when you go into the map view, you can actually place down blueprints from here. And that means that we can do insanely big blueprints, which is so good. So I did actually test it out one day off stream or off recording. I went into my entry level to mega base last episode, where I have a 4K science per minute base, copied the entire base and stamped it down somewhere else. It did work. The UPS died completely because the UPS was about 10 when I ended that series, so that didn't help. But it was possible to fully copy paste a 4K science per minute base, which is completely insane. It is one of the features I've been longing for so many years. So that we have it now is insane, and it's so much fun. Let's see here. Let's get some of you. Let's get some of these down, and let's expand out all of this. Get all of you running. So if any of you have an old base that is somewhat modular or is supplied by a train or something like that, you will be able to just stamp down a complete copy of it somewhere else in the world and pretty much double your throughput of whatever you're working with in terms of science per minute. It is it's so much fun to do, though doesn't always handle it too well. So, as you can see, we are still working on a bit more iron. That is very important to get up and running. Let's get you placed down. Let's get more coal grabbed. You haven't done that yet, Johan. You should follow along on the stream here, or look at the entry level to Megabase. That has helped, or at least I've gotten a lot of comments saying that that helped people get their first launch ever. So quite pleased that people found it that helpful. So if you want to hear a fun fact about my Factorio career, before I started my YouTube channel and started doing this with an audience, I pretty much never launched a rocket because, like most of you guys, I got to oil and then I was like, this is hard and I don't understand it. So I started over, and that has been my process for, I'm guessing, the first year I played it, which is quite insane. So you don't get a modular champ the first day, but you will get to it if you just keep up the grind. Yeah, when you get the must-know stuff, it gets a lot easier. But before that, everything is just a bit overwhelming. And that is why I pretty much made my entry level to Megabase to show people it doesn't have to be complicated. There is simple ways of doing it without having to do different things. So let's grab all of you. That is good. Let's set up a few on the copper just to get that running. Should we set up a bit more on the coal? Might be good. But yeah, I feel most people find what's it called, oil to be hard. One way I learned or programmed, programmed my brain to love oil, or not to dislike oil, is just think of the pipes as belts in functionality. That way it's not much different. And that helped me a lot in terms of storing it or doing it. Punchy, my speed run record is actually unknown at the moment, since I don't really speed run things that much, because I much more enjoy having it slow and steady and talking with you guys. But if all goes well, I think this stream might be my new speedrun record, just because I don't have one. So in that regard, let's say this is a speedrun. At least the best one I can do at the moment. And by the way, you all know if you hold down Control and right click, you put in half a stack. If you left click, you put in the whole stack. But if you hold down your drop key and hover above, you can put in one at a time. It is extremely helpful to spread out some coal if you don't have too much, and get things to run. So I do use that once in a while in the beginning, but then I kind of get... you don't... It depends, Frederick, it depends if you want to go just to a rocket launch or you want to go to a mega base. If you want to go to a rocket launch, I normally just go for a main bus build, because that way everything gets recycled, and I can do it like that. If I want to make it a mega base, I will start to add in trains, depending on how far away they are, after I launch my first rocket, or to grab resources as we get further and further along the build. Yeah, they do fall a bit in between furnaces. You are correct with that, but it only happens a small amount. I don't think it's that bad, but you are correct. Some will fall in between. But you can hold on F to pick it all up if that becomes too big of an issue. So I think it's about time we set up our first bit of steam power. Let's see here. Let's get some power poles, if I can find them. There they are. Get some pipes, a bit of underground. We have the water over here. Easy to use to put things into. And if you're just going for a rocket launch, steam can pretty much support you the whole way. That is at least close to what it's able to. So what I'm planning on doing is, I think I'll have my smelter arrays around here, going up this way, getting the resource from here, and then the main bus going down here to the right. I think that'll be the easiest way to do it, because we have the power over here. Coal will be easy to get this way, and then we'll see what we can find as we go. That is at least the way I'm planning it, so my steam setup don't interfere with things. Let's get you away. Let's just get our pump down. Offshore pump. Let's handcraft a few of these just to have a bit. Let's do it here. I normally do an underground here, so I can go past, because I don't have squeak through. So yeah, you don't know that, Federico. There's a ton of trains in this game. So that's something we'll also be playing with in this stream. That is at least what I'm planning. So let's do that. Let's get some boilers down, turn it this way, get steam like this. I do one in between for that simple reason that I can then place the power poles like this. Let's get it down here and out. And then we can do it modularly towards the other one. In terms of getting coal in, I always use burner inserters for the boilers. The main reason for that is that if we use electric inserters, they slow down as power slows down, so that's a feedback loop or death spiral. That means that if power slows down, these will slow down, inputting coal slower, that means less power, and then it'll all shut off. Burner inserters will grab coal for themselves, and then get everything to do. I'll keep running even though I take too much power elsewhere in the base. So this is a nice little setup for steam. So let's see here. I'm glad, Tino. Yeah, have fun with biters as well. I don't know if you heard it when I started the stream. We are playing with biters this time, so that's gonna be quite fun, or fun even. Okay, don't mind this messy here. I just want our first little base here before we make the main boss, because it's in between. So we should be able to grab a ton of things we need. We should be able to fill in a lot of coal. There we are. Grab some copper. Fill in the rest over here at our iron. And then start to make some labs and some science packs. So let's do you. Yeah. And the rest will slowly fill in as needed. But that's more than 1,000 iron. Not too bad. The first thing I want to get is our assembly machine. Since we're playing with biters, I might want to get turrets afterwards. Getting attacked by biters by accident will be quite bad. So I want to have some defense ready for when they decide to show up. So you can stay here for now. Here is some for you. And that will start to go. For the first automation, we just need 10 science, so that is not too bad. And then we can kinda grab a few more things. Should we get another lab? Might be good. We could also, while we wait, start to plan out our arrays and where our main boss should be. To get things going. Just want them to start right here, having coal and things flow up. And then we should be good. So please take that. Let's start to clear out some of these trees. Yeah, the mods makes it completely insane doing this. As you can see from my Panadon playthrough I'm doing at the moment. That has hit quite high complexity at the moment. So let's just clear out some of this. Oh yeah, I can. I just did that, Tobias. I think it's because I tap out of the game once in a while, it might jump away. So let's get the trees done. Oh, and by the way, are you guys missing some in-game music? I can turn it up a bit. Not quite sure what it's at the moment. That will be nice to have. Let's try with it at 40 just to see if that does anything. There. Here is some coal. So, time to get a ton of furnaces made. And let's get what's it called. Good. Let's get underground first, and we get that one. Then we'll get turrets. That is the way I'm doing it. Normally, I don't actually listen to music when playing. I find it somewhat distracting. Mostly because I'm talking and recording at the same time. So too much interference in the background actually makes it a lot harder for me to do things. As funny as that is. Oh yeah. Let's start our first little bit of automation. Get you there. Get you. Let's get some more of you done. Let's make a very simple, we could probably make a very simple green circuit setup. I normally do this. Let's see, green circuits, actually only requires 2, copper wire. Could, in theory, make some gear wheels down here, just to have things going. Get a, oh, that's a lot of inserters. Do that. Get some power. and get the inserters ready to put in the things we need. We can get you there, and let's make some gear wheels as well. So now we have the first part of this automation somewhat up and running, so I don't have to handcraft all the gear wheels and such. And these will slowly but surely start to produce electronic circuits for me. So that part done, let's start to set up a small amount for what's it called, or new smelting array. That is pretty much what we should get very soon. Let's just get a very simple science setup. There we are. But in theory, do this instead. Maybe getting you. We'll do that one. Let's just throw it in by hand for now. And you'll make gear wheels, and you'll make this one as well. This one will output here and go into a little chest. Maybe out the back. And in, out, gone. There we are. That is very nice. I want to try to do it on YouTube hands. Just for the fun of it. I hadn't done it before, and I thought it would be cool to see how it works here. Just to try something new. Might go and try it later, but for now let's try and stick with YouTube just to see how it works. Because I do like to try new things, expand your horizon, and you'll be able to figure out what works and what doesn't work. Let's get you as well. Yeah, and I thought this would be a good time to try and do it on YouTube, just for the fun of it. There's so many people streaming on Twitch already. I want to give my my YouTube audience something as well, in case they don't go to Twitch. There we are. That should automate a lot of this, giving us science. Gonna give us logistics. Let's do that. Let's get 2 more. And let's see what we can do. Oh, that is my bad. My hands a bit. That is yeah, exactly. So don't know if it's good or bad to do it here on Twitch, but why not try and do it here? Just for now. There we are. That is a good little science setup. Should support us for a little while. Let's grab this down here. For the fun of it. True game, Dave. I don't know if I would get more viewers on Twitch. Maybe I would, but YouTube is where I'm at most of the time. So my subscribers here, I would like to cater to them once in a while as well, just for the fun of it. So that is going very well. This is going very nice as well. We have a ton of stone, I'm guessing. Or more things. And now we have what we need to set up our arrays. That should pretty much blame the parents. So let's see here. You can have that. And if any of you watch my entry level to Megabase series, you'll know the kind of setup I'll do at the moment. Maybe we should do it maybe like this. So we'll do 1, 2. Let's get some belts and get this hooked up correctly. Here we'll do it there as well. We'll hook, go in and in. And let's make a modular blueprint. Things are going very well, so far at least. Like I said earlier, it's been quite busy at work, so hopefully I'm not too tired and make too many mistakes. That is at least something I'm hoping that won't happen. Let's get you, and let's get some steel processing as well. So we'll have coal going in this way. We'll have this one over here as well as a second one. That means we will have undergrounds going from, could probably do it from here to here, or we could do it somewhere else. What if we do it down here? Will that leave us enough room? We'll do that, getting coal in. I'll continue over to the opposite side and then jump again. Something like this might be good. Then we'll have you that way. ID confirmed. And this one right here. By doing this, we'll have a very nice setup that will enable us to split up the coal and the iron, copper, whatever that is coming in, and set it up correctly. Let's see here. This should be modular. If I take this, can I do that? If I don't have this down, I can. So this should be modular now. Good. That's set up. That's going to go. That's going to power each other. So that is pretty much a modular setup we can expand down until we have 24 on each side of the belt. So 48 in all will fill one yellow belt. So now it's time to set up just a small amount of belt production down here. The rest is going fine. So what if we do 1, 2? You'll make gears into belts. And take you here, and there you are. That should give us a bit of view. Go down this way. Here, and grab you. And get things flowing. So, for all you new guys to Factorio, and old, as I always say, always remember to automate everything you can right away. You might not know it, but all of a sudden you will need it. It will be annoying that you don't have it set up. And as I say that, the perfect example of what I mean, all my power just went out because I hadn't automated the delivery of coal to our steam engines. I love when something I say is proven by a point, being that power turns off. So in theory we should drag some belts back over here to the coal and hook it all up. That I will do in just a minute. So you're going, you are missing iron. Going fine. It's fine as well. Let's hook you up. Yeah, why is it oil is so bad for everyone? Can any of you explain that? Because I don't know why, but it is just kind of hard for most people to to deal with it. And that's just what seems to be a fact of life, that is the way it is. But then again, I know it myself. It happened when I was doing it as well, back in the day. Okay, but yeah, but oil is hard for most people. Might just be because it's a different way of transporting items. You need fluid trains instead of just normal ways, and you have to organize your entire base to handle that instead. Hey, Kanka. Let's see, let's grab you, you're fine. And let's set all of you up. That means we can start to... It does have something new. Look at this. If you go all the way down, it has the Spidertron. Which is pretty much a spider tank. If I should describe it somehow. Konkar, I think you're the first one that ever told me that I pronounced the name correct, or in a nice way. Normally I completely butcher things when doing it. So that's fine. We can have coal coming in from the bottom. Maybe turn these the other way would maybe make more sense. Because of where our coal patch is at. That's of course completely fine. And there you are. And that's one, that one. So that's good. Hey, Munt. So now we have some belts. Let's actually do a little line over here. That's one going over here, and we have one going up. And it's quite important to prioritize these correctly. Otherwise you will run into some serious issue. I'll take that as a very big compliment, game dev. So now that we have this, that means the coal will go over here. Now we just need the coal on the belt. As I said, it's very important to do this correctly, otherwise you will run into some serious issues. So it might be time to dismantle some of this. Started here, we should be able to just get a row down right away. Oh yeah, we got new textures on these, that just changed. Right there, and right there. Let's get you down below to hook it up to power. Or maybe just this way up here. I feel like saying my name purely Afrikaans. Yeah, they had another texture before, but I think what they said in one of the last updates before 1.0, that it was overlapping too much into to belts and such, so you couldn't see what was below them. So decided to change them back to another design. Now it's a drill instead, going up and down. It looks very, very nice. So, as you see right here, always remember to up priority to your boilers and power before going to your smeltery columns. Otherwise you will run into serious issues with the coal starting to lack. Let's grab all of these. Let's help you out a small amount. It's fine. Let's grab all of this, please. And that is looking mighty fine. get you in there. So now we have all of this. That means we should be able to hook it in right here with the rest of this. And maybe taking up and over. Let's go this way. Let's go, let's see, where does it fit? We have to line it up, otherwise we will be in serious trouble. Right there. Just remove these so you can see the belt disconnected. Good, so that means we will start to have coal flowing in a little bit. That'll get delivered out. Then we just need copper in here. Then we'll need iron in over here. Oh, and another very, very good trick if you don't know. If you hover over anything, being a belt or ghost blueprint, you can press Q and automatically get the item put into your hand at the correct orientation. That makes it a lot easier to build many things if you just have to quickly go around and find the things you need. It's very easy to get the orientation correct when we don't have robots to help us build it yet. Let's get you down this way. That's also why I'm not opening my inventory very much, because I'm just pressing Q to do most of the transporting of items. So let's get you down here. That's fine. Let's get some more mining drills for the coal. Let's get some of these picked up. Let's leave you 6 for now, just in case we need it for something. Nope, I am playing completely vanilla, so there is no early bots. It is a normal vanilla playthrough with biters. And I wanted to give it a try like this, because it's been a while since I've done it with biters and no bots. So here we are, that should be good. And now let's expand out our things up here.